Hi peasants, I'm richer than you, a dwindling celebrity with a blue tick verified account, which means by law I must use my colossal social media platform to speak down to you, severely manipulate your thought process, and order you how to have the exact same opinion and narrative that I believe in, even when I'm wrong, because I'm always right, and without you being allowed to ever think for yourselves. I hope you're enjoying life since the end of the lockdown at the weekend, guys. It must be amazing for you lot to put down your second-hand PlayStations and leave your bedsits, but please be careful, you lower class nobodies. The R rate rose by 66 million new cases in the UK yesterday, according to Diane Abbott, which seems legitimate. I myself enjoyed a nice 2-hour walk to the end of my enormous chateau to watch a hired help feed my horses. Then I took one of my 109 Lamborghinis for a drive down to a public house, just to see what you bottom feeders get up to. I ordered a truly scrumptious keg of champagne and I licked a few complete strangers, because I'm famous and I can. Then I got back into my car legless and drove at 177 miles per hour into a village pond, killing 13 people on the way. It's okay guys, I'm fine, just a little scratch. I don't want you to worry and I certainly don't want your sympathy. But I expect a comment of no less than 800 characters on this video wishing me well. I mean, I should go to prison for life, but due to my blue tick status, I only received a £12 fine and some rather strong words from the officer who gave me a lift back to the pub and then apologised to me for shouting. It's great being a smug megalomaniac celebrity above the law. I bet you don't have multiple tennis courts on the deeds to your property like I do, if you even own a property, you little poor sad weasel significantly below me. Anyway, remember to wash your hands at least 9,000 times a day until your arms fall off or you die. Be kind to one another, and don't forget to download my Coping with Lockdown seminar notes entitled I've Got More Money and Followers Than You, so do as I say, you uneducated dirt poor beggars, for the low price of £479.99. Still, I'm going to be donating a penny for every 1 billionth download to the NHS. You can't say fairer than that. I am desperately charitably driven. Okay guys, I have to go. There's a minimum waged urchin from Amazon at the door delivering my hour essentials of beluga caviar. I must dash and present him with a gigantic pie chart detailing how much more disposable cash I have than them and why they'll never be as great as me. Have a fantastic day guys. Hashtag lick the bottom of my shoe, you uneducated insignificant riffraff scum. Ciao. Bonjour, I'm Jamie, and today I'm blessed to be with not Jesus, not God, think bigger, Kanye West.
Yay.
Kanye. Great to have you on the show. I mean, I've been told I have to say that. It's only 235 days till Christmas, you know, so I'm donning the jumper, so let's get going. My researchers have reliably informed me that you are obsessed with the 80s cartoon Inspector Gadget, so should we talk about that?
This is what I wanted to talk about.
I must confess, it's killing me. That is a tad peculiar.
But that's why you love me. So just tell me you love me. That's all, and tell the world you love me.
Yes, Kanye. Yes, the world. I love you. So would you say Inspector Gadget is your idol?
He is one of my idols.
Slow down, we'll come on to your other idols in a minute, because I know you have 3, which includes Virgil, the pilot from Thunderbird 2, and also Jerry, the mouse from Tom and Jerry. So let's stick with Inspector Gadget for a minute. Now I know you had a plastic toy, which is one of your favourites, and when you were asleep one night, Kim rammed it up your bottom so far that it almost woke you up. I mean, when did you discover this?
When I was on my way to the hospital.
Ouch. Now, being such an inspiration to you, you've decided to fly around the world playing the Inspector Gadget theme tune, so let's give our viewers a little snippet of that. I absolutely love this video.
It would have been good if this video didn't get out, but you saw the video.
Now Kanye, we touched base upon your other idols being Virgil Tracy and Jerry the Mouse. Now whilst these are fictional characters depicted in children's shows, you believe that you can see them and talk to them.
When you're the greatest, it's funny, man.
I'm sure, but your obsession has got you in a little bit of hot water recently because you blew up Caitlyn Jenner's house while she was ironing her ex-husband's dresses. Now, this was in order to recreate a life-size Tracy Island, and you've pretty much done that now, barring some trees on the outskirts.
Before we could put all the trees and add the beauty, you gotta break some things.
And your primary goal in life is now really much becoming a reality because you've teamed up with Virgil and Jerry the Mouse, and you're all working together on a new cartoon, which, if I'm allowed to quote, I've written it down because I wouldn't want to misquote this. It's called Talisa Tampon Goes Mental with Her Tear Gas and Tank in Tesco Pitsy. Kanye is the only cure for COVID-19. All right.
It's me, Virgil, Jerry, in this apartment, one by one, making season 1.
Excellent. I mean, I've read the script and it is mesmerising, especially the bit where the ambulance turns into a zebra and eats the vicar. I guess the only real bone of contention now is Virgil, because he's thinking about moving on and he's been offered a job by a top fashion designer and
now Virgil's, at Louis Vuitton.
Right, with him out of the picture, I guess you're going to be seeking alternative employment. I mean, if it helps you, I've got a couple of mates, Filthy Oliver and Billy the Sex Pest. They've got their own window cleaning round. Basically, the last bloke's harness snapped and whee on the top of a Carlsberg lorry. I mean, Carlsberg don't make legs, but if they did, they'd probably be the best in the world. I can put a word in for you if you like.
It's another conversation. I'd be open to the conversation of taking a job like that.
All right, I'll make the call.
I could talk to them directly. It's neither here nor there.
Dope, bro. Thanks for flying over specially to see me. Now, with all my guests, I always like to give them a gift. Now, for you, Virgil is out. Coming to you from Culture Toys, we have the new pilot of Thunderbird 2, Kanye Tracy. This is a doll, and it's yours. And you better hide it from Kim after last time.
Thunderbirds are go. Thunderbirds are go. Thunderbirds are go.
Bam. I'm gonna take Virgil. I'm gonna take Culture.
Whoa, Kanye, tie him up. Right, coming next, short advert and a sneak preview of who I'm interviewing next week. Bosh! Friday the 8th of May 2020 marks 75 years since Nazi Germany's formal surrender at the end of the Second World War. On VE Day in 1945, millions took to the streets to celebrate peace after years of devastating war. We salute our armed forces, past, present and future, war heroes, and the splendid work of our NHS workers who are fighting this invisible and deadly pandemic. Please drink responsibly. Taylor, you mentioned you wet yourself a lot. Are you okay for me to mention that in the interview?
I am not worried about that.
Well, I commend your confidence. How long's this been going on for?
For 5 years.
And humour me here, is it a little patch or does it go all over the floor and up the walls?
Just everywhere.
Let's move on to music. Are you passing water now?
Not right now.
Right. I saw your mum getting a Dairy Lee Dunker out the vending machine, and for a joke, I told her that you didn't think about me and dream about me every night, and she cried. And believe me.
She's over emotional, or she might be crazy.
Right, so she's the crazy one. That explains it. So now the interview's over, how about an open mouth tongue snog?